All right, guys, quick video today, quick training. It has been a while, right? I've been super busy with just floods of new patients, and so that is why I wanted to make this video for you. I'm going to show you the system. Now I have to blur out some of the stuff, but this is my week. Okay, 28 new patients this week. This in this case, it's 100% neuropathy. Okay, you can do the same thing for ADHD, thyroid, autoimmune. Doesn't really matter. Type 2 diabetes. The niche doesn't matter. This training, guys, in this training, I'm going to give you the keys to the kingdom. Okay, I'm gonna show you the system. This is the code that we cracked that nobody else is going to talk about. Okay, they're not going to talk about it. I paid a lot of money to learn how to do this, and I'm going to show you how to do it right now. You have to, now here it is. So let me just show you this. So if I hover over these dates, these are the number of new patients. So 3, 7 new patients, 5, 5, 5 on that one, 3, 3, 11 new patients on that Friday, 5, 5, 7, 7, 4, 8, 6, 8. These are not report of findings. These are new patient calls, and it's just like rapid fire, and it's me closing case fees. It's me hitting $500, $800, $1,200, $2,000 into the level of generally we're cracking 20, like this is 23,000 within a 2-week time frame. So we hang right between the 45,000 to 55,000 a month cash collections. Let's get out of here. Give or take, right? It's not an exact science, but that's generally where we're landing. So north of 110 new patients in a month. Okay. Now you might think, I have no interest in seeing that many people. That's fine. Pick a day. Like some doctors, like, hey, maybe it's a Tuesday and Thursday morning, or maybe it's a Friday. I want to see a bunch of new patients on Friday and Saturday because I have some downtime there. Pack them in, right? There's no shortage of sick people, but here's the keys. Here's the keys right now. So listen up. You have to close the loop. There's something that I call, it's kind of a feedback loop. You have to close that. If you want the keys to the kingdom of unlimited new patients, basically the only limiting factor is how much time you have. For me, my cap is about 30. My voice can't handle much more than 30 new patients in a week. Okay, so between my brain working and my voice holding up, 30 is about my maximum. Now I had a doc I talked to I think yesterday. He's like, can I get to $100,000 a month? And I said, well, you probably could, but you're gonna have to have a team underneath you who's going to take calls, right? Maybe it's a handful of dietitians, nutritionists, functional medicine people, chiropractors, whatever. People who can get on the phone and close case fees over the phone. Okay, so you can get there, but that's a pretty ambitious goal. But the limiting factor becomes how many calls can you take, and so you're gonna have a team underneath you to do that stuff. So let's back up a step. There's something called a pixel. I have a pixel on this page. I have a pixel on my funnel page where they schedule, and I have a pixel on my, well, it's a thank you page. There's a redirect from my calendar into page 2 of my funnel, which is a thank you page. Okay, I have pixels all over the damn place, right? That gives Facebook the information, the data that says, hey, this person scheduled a call. This person scheduled a discovery call. I need to go find more people like that. I need to go find more people most likely to book a call, most likely to schedule a discovery call. Google is the same, it's the same thing with Google. Okay? You have to have the pixels in place, you have to have this conversion as the action step. The conversions are the action step. So then when somebody makes a call or schedules a call, Facebook and Google, they have to have that information. Okay, they have to, so that they can go back, and it's kind of like AI, right? It's automated, right? They have to have that information so that they can go find more people like that. And so how it looks like, and this is what I teach and train on in my Accelerator program, is that it's going to start off a little slow. Okay, it's going to start off like, it's going to go like this. And so follow my cursor right here. I got some new patients down here, but I'm going to have to blur some of this stuff out so for privacy purposes, but it's going to start off slow. So like the first couple, 2 or 3 days, you might get 5, 6, 7 calls on the books. But then what happens is that Facebook starts to get some feedback, and then it skyrockets. It takes off. So then eventually it becomes this. So like now I spend very little on ad spend. My ad spend is way low, but my calendar is packed because that pixel is humming. There's the keys. That's the keys of the kingdom. Now, not everybody wants to have a packed schedule like this, but do a hybrid, right? Maybe you want to stay focused on your adjusting or whatever your brick and mortar, but you can see this as maybe a plan B. Maybe this is kind of my next step. Okay. Talked to another dog yesterday. No, he texted me yesterday. He's like, his overhead last month was $66,000, and he collected $62,000. So I'm like, dude, you're upside down. And he spends no money on social media. It's all on radio. And I'm like, oh, upside down. You need to take your overhead here, and you need to crank your cash collections here. Nothing wrong with $62,000 in a month, but when your overhead is 66 to get there, that is the problem. That is no fun, right? So, high level accelerator, you guys. I have a training on it. I will put a link somewhere on this video. I'll put a link. I'll either drop it in the comments beneath this video, or if you're watching this on YouTube, I'll put it in the description beneath this video. But I take you to a 35-minute video. It's me walking you through the system of everything that's included. So I don't know what the hell the future holds, right? With winter coming, and who knows what type of governmental shutdowns are going to come in the future. But you better have a plan B in place if crap hits the fan again. We can't have another winter like last winter, right? So you have to have a system in place where you can just talk to somebody on the phone and say, hey, this is what we need. Sensitivities, deficiencies, toxicities. Let's do this, this, and this, and this. This is our protocol. Okay, it's $750. It's $1,250. It's $2K. That's what I do. I hit singles all day long. I said singles. I don't need to close $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 case fees. I hit a ton of singles. So it's a lot of $500, $750, $1,250. That adds up. That adds up to home runs. I don't need to swing for, grand slams. I can hit singles, and those singles add up, especially with my overhead is very, very low to do this. This is 100% Facebook, you guys. The same thing can be replicated on Google and YouTube. I'm still working out those kinks. YouTube and Google are just a little bit more expensive. It's going to provide a higher quality of a new patient, but at this point, right now where we're at, it's still a little bit more expensive. But the difference being with YouTube, here's a cool thing. You can scale to the moon and back with YouTube, because with their ads, you can increase your budget. With Facebook, let's say I start at $20 a day a campaign, $20 a day. You can't go back and say, hey, this is doing well. I'm gonna bump it to $40 a day, and then I'm gonna bump that same campaign to $60 a day. You're gonna wreck the pixel. You're gonna wreck the numbers and the data. What you need to do is replicate it into a second ad set, right? So you have this one's at $20. Now I got to put this one at another $20, and I have to keep. That's how you scale with Facebook, and it's a pain in the butt. So in this case, I have one ad running on this. Okay, one ad. This is 100% neuropathy. I've done this for thyroid. I've done it for ADHD, and I've done it for type 2 diabetes. The only variable is like, who do you want to talk to? That's the only thing here. It's like, what are you good at, and who do you want to talk to? You could talk to anybody, okay? That has problems. So we have all the targeting down, we have all the pixel data, we have all that stuff in place. It's just up to you to determine, hey, what do I want to fill my calendar with? Focus is there, okay? So, but the cool thing about, and the difference between YouTube and Facebook is that with YouTube, I can go and I can spend, hey, let's set this at $50 a day. Okay, this is humming, this is working, my metrics are good. Now I can go to that same campaign and say, no, I'm going to go to $100 a day. Now I'm going to go to $400 a day. Okay, pulling a high quality new patients. That's the next evolution of this thing. I just have a passion for helping doctors scale functional medicine to the point of like, hey, I can't handle anymore. And I have this back end agency. I've always been more interested in helping you guys fish, teaching you the system, teaching you the model versus doing it for you. Okay, you've give a man a fish, he can eat for a day, but teach him how to fish and he can eat for a lifetime. That's what I want to teach you guys. There's so much scams and garbage out there in terms of agencies and just gouging and promising this and this, it all ends up falling short. And my goal is to teach you guys the system so that you can, put this system in place and have it feed you for months and months and months and until the algorithm changes. Right now, this algorithm is gold. It is gold. You just got to put it in place. So, all right, guys, I'll let you go. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. HighLevelAccelerator.com. That's where you can I'll take you to my 35-minute overview of the system. And if you want to put this in place, let's hop on a quick call. And, I can ask you questions, you can ask me questions, and then together we can determine if this would make sense for you. Talk soon.